Harnwell here from Fishing World magazine, down here on the New South Wales south coast today with the guys from Raymarine launching their new A series MFD combo chirp sounder. Going to take it offshore out to the shelf, check it out, put it through its paces. Exciting stuff, stay tuned. The other thing we're going to be doing today when we're out on the water is checking out Raymarine's LightHouse 2 software. This is pretty high-tech new gear that's aimed specifically at fishermen, so it should be pretty exciting stuff. Back in near the shelf line in about 200 fathoms of water. We've been about 15 miles east chasing tuna. Unfortunately we didn't catch any tunas, but we managed to check out the new A-series Raymarines and put them to the paces in some really deep water. Interesting thing we came across there is we actually set the sounders to scan the top 40 or 50 fathoms of the water, and we found some marks there that actually turned out to be small tuna, which we caught and we're going to use for bait now. So what we're doing now is actually called deep water bottom fishing or drop lining. So we're in 200 fathoms of water, which is pretty deep. We've got an electric reel, big metal weight, and a rig loaded up with circle hooks and slabs of bait. And we're going to drop that down to the bottom in 200 fathoms of water and see what we can catch. It could be a gemfish, blue-eyed cod, bar cod, sharks, longfin sea perch, all sorts of things. So we'll put this down now and see how we go.
So we can see here some clear returns. These showed up on the sounder just as Jim saw the bites on his rod. The way I've set this screen up is on the right hand side I've got manual range between 126 fathoms and 326 fathoms, and I've done something called range shift. So I've moved the bottom up because I want to be able to see any strong returns under the bottom, show me a change in density. On the left hand side I've used Raymarine's true zoom feature, and we can see these returns here just show up so much clearer here. Just
44 metres from 200. The reel's working pretty hard. Still don't know what the hell we've got on the end of this line. Yeah, a couple of sharks. Okay, Grant, can you just run us through the features that are of interest to sport fishermen of the new LightHouse 2 software?
Yeah, so here we are with the LightHouse 2 software. It gives us the ability to pick and choose any combination of sounders that are on the boat. This boat's running 5 different sounder modules, but at the moment on the left hand side we're looking at a 509 low chirp transducer, which is a 3 kilowatt transducer. On the right hand side we're looking at B265 LH high frequency transducer. 2 separate transducers, 2 different sounder modules. I can adjust them however I like. Very simple to change too. I just hit the menu tab up the top here. We can see all the different sounder modules that are on this boat, and I just pick whatever I want to use today.
Okay guys, well we've spent a really nice day out from Greenwell Point. We're just doing some bottom fishing at the moment. You can see on the sounder screen here that there's some really good showings of fish on these new A-series Raymarines. Now these are brand new. They're going to be launched globally at the Sanctuary Cove Boat Show, so we're really lucky to have a sneak preview of them. One of the cool things that I really like about these new touchscreens is that you can actually touch it and zoom in and out by just compressing your fingers. I think that's fantastic. Everyone who's got a smartphone will know how to do that stuff. The clarity and ease of use is pretty cool with these sounders. You can see here we're getting some really nice readings in 240 odd fathoms of water. That's pretty deep water. When we were coming back in from further out, we were doing about 24 knots, and we were holding bottom in 600 fathoms of water, which is pretty awesome for a transom mount sounder like this. So if you get the chance to check them out at the Sanctuary Cove Boat Show, make sure you do. The new A series from Raymarine, pretty hot stuff.
I can't see why this is not going to be a real hit with the game fishing community, especially with all the R&D that's gone into it. It's a fantastic product. This new Wi-Fi app that they have for the A12 is going to revolutionise how the guys use these sounders out on the shelf. I mean, the guys can be on the back deck, they can have a tablet sitting on the back deck with them, and they can actually control the sounder. They can run through all of the screens. It's just going to be a really, really good bit of kit for the new game boats coming out of the Australian market, and all the electronics that Raymarine come up with. They just blow us away every year. This new R10 software that's running on this A12 unit here is a constantly evolving live document. It's a sonar log, and as these sonar logs are transmitted back to Navionics, these charts are updated, which is constantly giving the fishermen what's actually on the bottom of the sea floor. And as fishermen, we all look for structure, and this is definitely an added bonus, and it's going to become the next generation of must-haves on most game boats.